Okay. A child grew up on strings and was pulled through New Orleans. He had to grow, so he grew wings, although he was a turtle in blue jeans. A child grew into two groups, and he flew into an impression that was left after each session, just to reach through to the troops. Stephen Stills. Oh yeah, well, I'm quite satisfied with it. Probably more satisfied than anything I've ever done. It's November of 1970, and the first solo album from a member of Crosby, Stills, Nash has been thrown out into your record stores. Welcome to the latest and greatest edition of Yore Album Almanac. For the eponymous Stephen Stills, or Captain Many Hands. He plays guitar, organ, and percussion, and he writes songs, and more than anything, he makes productions.
When I was 12, I learned how to play the guitar. Got myself a job in a Shakespeare bar.
The death toll in Vietnam is lower, apparently, and Ronald Reagan has just been re-elected governor of the great Sunset Harmony state. Shucks. And Stills has decided to show his range of musical styles with the flex of a quarterback's rock and roll toss. This California jammer has lived all over. Texas, Illinois, Florida, Costa Rica, New York, Canada, and now in Los Angeles with the burst of energy known as Buffalo Springfield and the tight harmonic songwriting of CSN. We take you now to the street, because that's where it really matters, on the general idea of Stills and his music. Hey you, hey kid, what do you think of this album cover? Hey, I know Stephen Stills. So he's doing an all-acoustic thing now. And he's playing to a little stuffed red giraffe. I like it, but I can't think of why at all. Well, the snow and the lettering are blue like Christmas, like it has a refreshing feel. Man, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of All Things Must Pass by Harrison. It's a double album, and this ain't no double album. I love double albums. This album is certainly no slowed-down affectation with just Stills alone. With the guitar help of none other than Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton, the drumming of Ringo Starr, Dallas Taylor, and John Barbetta, the vocal backups of Crosby, Nash, Mama Cass Elliot, Lovin' Spoon, John Sebastian, Rita Coolidge, and even Booker T. Jones, Stills uses them wisely, but not giving the impression that any of them are on there more than a shake of black pepper on your French-made fries. The kickoff is a CSN-style gem about loving the one you're with rather than the one you love. Huh?
If you're down and confused.
Listeners, from there he takes 9 more trips to his own confused thought banks, strings in tow. For his first pit stop, he stops by Acoustic Folk Town with Do for Others, and then he starts running into his local Salvation Machine for the Gospel Actions of Church, and in parentheses, part of someone. From there, he hitches a ride to Grooveville with the held-back, then firecrack burst of sonic imaginations of Jimi Hendrix, leaving Stills to fascinate with the organ instead, on Old Times, Good Times. Not satisfied and still with the blues, he exploits Eric Clapton for a duel of white boy acceptance and Go Back Home. Once back home, Stills sits himself down with Rita Coolidge in his possible second single to Love the One. Channeling Crosby with conductor Arif Martin, To a Flame has powered meditation in its unfolding. And then dedicated to Jose Cuervo Gold Label Tequila, Black Queen is the song a drunk Stills imagines himself an ad-libbing bluesman.
This is a song about a card game.
Card game. Stills, what's up? I'd been out to Eric's house the night before listening to Blind Willie Johnson records. And so the vocal quality is like, it sounds like a saw. It hurts physically. It hurts my throat to sing like that, but it sure does sound neat. So, excuse me, what do you think of the album?
I like his trying. It sounds like a heart for me to take as my Thanksgiving Valentine.
Yeah, I like that description.
Well, I mean, what I mean is you can see different moods in his playing, his singing. I think he's very interested in the soul music and appears and sounds a lot older than what did you say he was 25? Heck, when I was 25, I was just learning about opening my eyes to other ideas, not fearing strangers. I still don't even know how to tune a 6 string.
A child grew up on strings. He is a kind lamb to lovers, and a fine kingdom of other things, even though he's a turtle under these covers. Sit yourself down to the real Atlantic-released, Pacific-influenced long player and then take a look around. It's like saying goodbye to Paris, or Stills Complete, for the first time. This was J.R. Sage for Your Radio Fantasy, dedicated to James Marshall Hendricks.